What we're looking at right now is beef trachea. So these are actually dog treats that I got at Petco. And what they are is they're just the portion of the beef trachea. So the big thing about the trachea is that we have these cartilaginous rings, which you can clearly see here. And this entire thing is ridged. So if you run your finger along the end of it, along the length of it, you'll actually feel the ridges in it. So this is just a longer portion of a beef trachea, and this is just a shorter portion, just trying to show you those cartilaginous rings. So this is going to be the front side of the trachea. When you look on the side, you'll still see these cartilaginous rings, but as you get to the posterior aspect here, you'll notice that those cartilaginous rings are going to start disappearing. Same thing happens with this one here. As you'll see in this area, there are no cartilaginous rings. And what ended up happening instead is now we are replacing that with smooth muscle. So the muscle here is called the trachealis muscle. It's the muscle on the trachea. So on this very long portion here, it's actually been cut, but that would be the trachealis muscle. Same thing here. So the whole point of these cartilaginous rings, and you'll notice when I pick up the trachea itself, is that it's going to keep the airway open. So remember, air is constantly moving into your trachea to get into your lungs. And so with these cartilaginous rings, it's going to allow air to constantly move through there. The purpose of the trachealis muscle, if you think about it, the esophagus would be sitting about right here, so right behind this thing. And so if you swallow a large piece of food, having that muscle there is going to allow the trachea to flex just a little bit. The other thing it's really important in is when you are trying to get rid of something in your airway and you're trying to cough something up, that smooth muscle will contract. It'll make the entire opening smaller, so it'll push everything kind of up that you're trying to get rid of in your system. So once again, looking at the major structural features here, and the big thing on the exterior is going to be seeing the hyaline cartilage, that hyaline cartilage that makes up those C-shaped rings. They're incomplete because once again, you've got that smooth muscle on the back.